want the city to be transparent. Somebody say transparent with me.
Transparent.
That's what you're hearing in a lot of, that we aren't even allowed to sit at these tables, amen? And so I want to thank Congressman Danny Davis for sending the representatives here, because all of our elected officials, some of them are in our corner. And so I want to mention one thing, and then we'll go right into questions. I want to mention that right here, I serve as the chairperson of the Jobs Task Force of Danny Davis. And so every other Tuesday, we have meetings here at 3 o'clock. Now, the meetings are open to the public because any elected official, listen to what I'm saying, by state law and by federal law, have to have open meetings.
Amen.
Which means you can come. Now, even in my meetings, you can come, you can't make a vote, and you can't have voice, but you can sit and observe. And so I want you all to know that on any Tuesday, every other Tuesday, May 11th is our next meeting at 3 o'clock. I will be here with some of our elected officials, but more importantly than them, with the Transportation Authority chief, and with the Metro chief, and with the RTA and the PACE chief. They come here and we meet, and we talk about jobs, the construction contractors, we talk about jobs, so you can at least hear what's going on. My plan for the next meeting on my part, we're getting into action and things that we can do on my part, is to bring a list to you of all the contractors who are contracted for the item. What's being said behind closed doors is this, that the contracts have already been given out. The people have already started to work. Okay, fine. Contracts have already been given out, but I drove the item, and I don't see people looking like me.
That's right.
So every contractor, this is what was told to me today, the Eisenhower contract was over $250 million, Pastor. What you want us to do, get that to some mom and pop shop? We got to get that to somebody that can do $250 million of work. Well, okay, is what I told the people that told me. Okay, but those people have legal binding contracts. They have to have so many minorities working. They have to have so many black people, so many Hispanics, so many men, so many women working. I'm not seeing that. So if that's the contracts are given out, then let me go over their contracts and make sure that they're following through with what they promised to do. So that's why I will have the next meeting when we meet here. I'll have for you the list of the contractors, who they are, you already got them? Okay, I got them on in the back on email, but I don't have them figured out. So that's where we're going. We can hold these people accountable. And so I want you to know that it is some people, even though everybody has been at the table, it is voices being heard, but it's not enough of us. And so it's strength in numbers. Frederick Douglass, when we talk about Frederick Douglass said there is no progress without struggle. In other words, there is no struggle without progress. So we got to dig in together, amen?
Amen.
Now with that being said, with some of you that had questions, that had concerns, that you wanted to voice, and that you wanted to bring to our attention, and Virgil has already put up here, as we vision forward, what type of strategy can we go through to getting jobs on 290? And as we think about that in the back of our heads, we want to go to questions. Brother?
Yeah, it's definitely some comments, because it's comment based on experience of pain and what have you, because it seems that the first thing that comes down to structure, who you're going to get with, who you trust, because I would say I put my trust into Grady Norwood and Bob, but some people here I wouldn't put a whole lot of trust in, because can anybody in here challenge me on the fact that I've been involved with several projects that was from beginning to end that came to fruition? Westinghouse, Austin renovation, Rockland Stadium renovation. And when I reached out to people to say that I don't need a job or work anything like that, is that right, Grady? And it's like I couldn't get this groups to go ahead and coalesce, because these were projects that we was in on the front end. These were projects when we were sitting down with people on the front end and saying, look, why don't you come in with me, because I don't have a hammer to do any of this work, but we know for the fact is that we know that number of contracts, like Austin, for instance, walked in there, about 80% of the workers wasn't from the community, 30% of them couldn't speak English, and said it's Hispanic workers. Plain and simple. They're all not unions. So thank goodness Georgia Clayton, while she was still alive, was able to go in there and rectify that situation. But still, it still hurts me that when I reached out to certain groups of people in this room here, it's like, I need you because this is better than the community. And I'm still wondering, okay, is this a closed leadership clique in terms of who's going to be the leadership on this piece? Because if I stepped up for leadership, because that deal is a done deal in a sense. But when I had a couple of deals that was beforehand, because Reverend Simpson said one thing about the Public Building Commission is on their website, you sign up for that alert, you would get the alerts before the project even go to bid, so you know up front. You do the same thing with the Board of Education, because they run many renovation projects. Same thing with Metro and PACE. You just sign up for an email alert, you know in advance. And at this point, we're behind the 8 ball because nobody was up there up front, because realistically, you're not going to get a whole lot in terms of your job. So you're really organizing down the road for the future. I'm not saying that we cannot, I wouldn't be here if I didn't believe thus and so. But I do believe that somewhere along the line, when we start working out a structure, there's got to be some transparency among us. As to like who's going to sit at the table, who's going to do what. Because I've had it where certain people will sit up there and sit at the table, and then next thing you know, they get the assist agency money. And things like that. And that's the issue that comes down.
What we want to instruct.
It doesn't necessarily have to